Hello there, you are onto the Power Circuit, a program brought to you by the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN. This is where you get to know more about key milestones and scorecards of the Nigerian electricity supply industry, NESI. I am your uncle, Amara Agugesi, and here are the headlines today. In Abia State, TCN has increased the capacity of the 132-33 kV section of the Alaoji transmission substation to 850 MVA. TCN confers life patron of fitness club status on former executive directors, just as substantive executive directors commit to sustaining a healthy workforce. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, features in today's interview segment. I am sure you would love to hear how the management of TCN is transforming the transmission system in Nigeria towards delivering more bulk electricity. You will love it as you stay with us. In its usual quest to improve electricity transmission system capacity, the Transmission Company of Nigeria TCN has increased the bulk power evacuation capacity of the 132-33 kV Alaoji transmission substation in Abia State to 850 MV ampere.
The feat was recorded after the management of TCN authorized the energizing of a newly installed 100 MVA power transformer in the substation. Speaking at the substation, the Assistant General Manager, Transmission at Aba Sub-Region of TCN, Engineer Humphrey Obaikwene, stated that the new transformer increased the substation's capacity from 750 MVA to 850 MVA, an equivalent of 680 megawatts, allowing for increased bulk electricity supply to Aba Power PLC, APLE Load Center.
What we have done today is to increase the capacity of the station. The capacity of this station has been increased by 80 to 125 megawatts. And you can see 3 kV feeders will be radiated from this transformer. 4 number 33 kV feeders.
This upgrade means that APLE now has more bulk electricity available for distribution to customers within its franchise area, including Aba, parts of Port Harcourt.
These 4 feeders will cover the entire, even up to area market, towards Port Harcourt. So it depends on the distribution stations now. TCN has done its own, but it will not end here. If it ends here, it means we are not done anything. So the implication is that since the TCN has done its own quota, the distribution, the Apple, that is the distribution station, has to take it out from here to move all these feeders to wherever they want them to go.
The TCN official noted that the project forms part of the broader TCN World Bank initiative focused on strengthening Nigeria's transmission networks to enhance bulk power delivery across the country.
This transformer we are seeing now is a part of the ongoing rehabilitation and reinforcement 330-132 substation in Alaoji here. So after this one, we go to another phase, which is ongoing.
In her remarks, the Assistant General Manager, Transmission at Port Harcourt region of TCN, Engineer Juliet Okomado, visibly expressed her excitement about the successful completion of the project.
It was a thing of joy anyway, because with this transformer coming in, it has boosted the capacity of this station in such a way that we'll be having 33 kV feeders going out from this station, which is not so before now. So with this, it has improved the capacity, just like the AGM said, from 80 to 125 megawatts, if being harnessed by the distribution company. If actually they come to make use of these feeders that TCN has done, TCN in a way are trying to boost their capacities, and it's a welcome development.
Engineer Saliman Ibrahim, who coordinated transmission substation projects under the World Bank funded Project Implementation Unit of TCN, spoke about the array of projects being delivered by TCN.
This project we just commissioned here is not the only project we have. We have other similar projects all across Nigeria, especially in all our transmission stations, transmission regions, which is a World Bank funded project. And most of these projects involves installation of our power transformer, rehabilitation of our obsolete equipment, which we have cutting across all the transmission regions. And this transformer will significantly improve the reliability and stability of our power supply to the regions, and also is going to reduce outages, because with this transformer now, if there's any downtime or there's any outages from Aba, we can equally feed from this transformer that our customers. Also, with this transformer too, is going to enable the local businesses and households to access more electricity supply.
As part of efforts to promote fitness and a healthy workforce in the Transmission Company of Nigeria (TCN), the company's fitness club has rolled out drums to celebrate and honor 2 former executive directors who were conferred the status of life patrons of the fitness club. The 3 current executive directors were also conferred patrons of the club. Join us at the Jabi Lake Sports Ground, where TCN holds its fitness exercises every weekend.
The TCN Fitness Club, whose activities are held at the Jabi Lake Sports Ground in Abuja, was born out of the vision to maintain a workforce that is fit physically, mentally, and has the required skills to deliver on the TCN mandate. The TCN Fitness Sports Club was established in 2018 by the company's management to promote staff wellness through regular physical activity, says the Assistant General Manager, Public Affairs at TCN, Mr. Eric Ene. Engineer Victor Adewumi, a former Executive Director, Transmission Service Provider, TSP, and Alhaji Issa Duse, a former Executive Director, Finance and Accounts at TCN, were recognized as life patrons for their significant contributions to the club during their tenure. The ceremony, held at the Jabi Lake Sports Ground in Abuja, also saw the conferment of patron status on the current executive directors, Engineer Oluwagbenga Ajiboye, ED-TSP, Mr. Chuks Ochije, ED Finance and Accounts, and Mrs. Abiodun Afolabi, Executive Director, Human Resources and Corporate Services at TCN. The Executive Director, Human Resources and Corporate Services at TCN, Mrs. Abiodun Afolabi, lauded the life patrons for their contributions to strengthening the TCN Fitness Club.
We want you to associate with us on Saturday. So because of this, we are giving you the award and appointment as a patron of TCN Sports.
Also speaking, the General Manager, Admin and Corporate Services at TCN, Mr. Ibrahim Adamu, appreciated the management of TCN for ensuring that TCN Fitness Club continues to entrench a healthy workforce.
So you are welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. As the patron of this club, based on merit and mercy. Because God keep it up. So you already spoke.
One of the life patrons, Engineer Victor Adeumi, appreciated the honor from the TCN staff on behalf of his colleague.
For me, what I know is that the office environment has a way of forgetting you once you retire. But when I was told that we should come home because we want to confer this honor, I look at it that even after 1.5 years of retiring, you still remember us.
Fitness is key, so in whatever way you can, try to always keep fit. Lead the TCN way. Right after this timeout, the power circuit will continue. Please stay put.
The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, transmits bulk electricity from power generating companies, GENCOs, distribution load centers of distribution companies, DISCOs, nationwide. At TCN, we transport bulk electricity at very high voltage to DISCOs, who now off-take it and distributes it directly to electricity customers nationwide. TCN does not generate electricity. We transport the quantum of power generated to distribution load centers. TCN does not distribute electricity directly to electricity consumers. Our job stops where that of the DISCOs begin. TCN, transmitting bulk electricity in the most efficient and effective manner.
This is the interview segment of the Power Circuit, your favorite part of the program. Today, the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, is here with us. He takes us through the world of the transmission system in Nigeria and how it is being transformed to deliver more bulk power capacity. In clearer terms, how is the operation of TCN distinct from the distribution companies?
When we were NEPA, we are in charge of generation, transmission, and distribution. But now TCN is only in charge of transmission. The bulk. When power is generated, we use our transmission line and substations and transmit that power to end users, which are the distribution companies. Now, we give them like allocation from the National Control Center. Those distribution companies, they are the ones that are distributing power. For example, let me give example of Kano Distribution Company. For example now, if they are allocated 200 megawatts, it is Kano Disco now that will share that 200 megawatts. How many megawatts will I give Kasina? How many will I give Jigawa? How many will I give Kefi? How many will I give Kano? So it is not TCN. TCN is just to transmit the bulk power to the distribution company. They are the ones that are distributing it. They are the ones that are sharing it.
There have been efforts to improve electricity supply in Nigeria. What role is TCN playing in this?
The main task of TCN, as Transmission Company of Nigeria, is to build the grid, meaning that we have to build transmission line all over the country and substation so that we can evacuate power from generators to distributors, that is our main function. In doing that, we have to make sure that every corner of the country, our grid is extended so that there will be no power which is not evacuated. In doing that, we built a lot of stations all over the country. We have built transmission lines. We have also entered into agreement with these donor agencies like the African Development Bank, AFD, World Bank, JICA. We have a lot of grant from them, and we are building substations all over the country. Also, to make sure that there are no bottlenecks in evacuation of power, we have entered an agreement with the distribution companies, what we call service level agreement. In every distribution company, they will come out with the projects they want TCN to execute. And TCN is now presently executing over 65 projects all over the country. So this is what we are making to make sure that our grid is stable, and we're also trying to build what we call the super grid, meaning that we want to have a ring system whereby if one line is faulty, you can use another line to supply other part of the country. So we want to make sure that there is a ring system in this country so that any time there is any fault, customers will not be affected. This is what TCN is doing now.
Having a transmission ring system is quite a novel innovation. What stage is this project?
Because it is a lot of money. The government doesn't have money to do that. Neither TCN from our own IGR, we cannot do that. So what we did, there are two Chinese companies that promise to bring funding for those projects. So the stage we are now, the minister has got approval from the president. It has gone to the National Assembly, and the National Assembly has approved the loan, the loan, so that it has been put into the loans this country would take from outside, from the Chinese bank, facility. So once that approval is given by the National Assembly, so now the two Chinese companies are going to do their own arrangement with those banks that are going to provide the funds, then the project will commence.
We understand that TCN projects traverse the country. What specific projects have been delivered in Katsina State?
TCN is doing a lot in Katsina State. Let me start by saying that just recently, 2 to 3 months ago, we have added 2 transformers at Kankia. We have also reconducted the transmission line from Kankia to Katsina, meaning that we have removed the conductor and we put a new conductor that will carry more energy. Now, in Katsina itself, we are building 330 substation. 330. It is rightly opposite the Katsina Steel Rolling Company. That substation will have 2 by 150 MVA, 150 MVA transformer, 330. That is a very big substation. Inside that substation also, we are installing another mobile transformer, which is coming from China. My engineers have just come back from the factory acceptance test. So very soon, it will land in Katsina. Then we have a substation at Kulfi, we have at Dusama, we have at Malumpashi. So all those ones are ongoing. Once they are completed, Katsina will not cry of light again. On the other side, we have at Daura, then we have also one in Mashi. That of Mashi will soon start construction. We have already bought the materials, and once we build Mashi, places like Mani local government will also have special electricity. So TCN is doing a lot in Katsina.
There are power infrastructures that were built decades ago. What is your company doing about replacing obsolete equipment?
This is the problem we inherited from NEPA. Now, a lot of investment is required. But TCN doesn't have the money to do this thing at once. So we are doing it gradually. Also, the funding we are getting from the government now is not enough. So we are looking at partnership with some financial institutions and some donor agencies. Gradually, we are changing the equipments bit by bit, but we cannot do it at a time. But I'm telling you, every year in our budget, we used to put money whereby some of these transformers are removed, some are upgraded, transmission lines, we are doing reconducting, we are putting high-capacity conductors. So within some time, if we have funds, we are going to change all the aging structures in the system. The infrastructure gap is we need more transmission lines, we need more substations. So day by day, this is what we are doing. Construction, alliance with the donor agencies, with the IGR we have. So we are always expanding the grid to make sure that the infrastructure has covered all the parts of the country.
With these actions, what are the specific milestones TCN has recorded so far?
It is during my tenure that we have transmitted the highest electricity ever in this country. We have transmitted 5,802 megawatts successfully. It has never been done in the history of this country. Secondly, if you go to our stores all over the country, there is no time where you will see that we have enough spare parts in the store as it is now. This helps us to arrest issues very quickly. Whenever there is a fault, you don't start looking for equipment. We have these equipment in the store, and readily we will get them, and within a short period, we will repair whatever we need. Thirdly, when it comes to capacity, human capacity, there is no time in TCN that staff went for training like during my period. Everybody can testify that they have gone for so many, not even one, not two, not three trainers. So I have a capable staff force that are well trained and they can handle the job. Because of that, last year, in-house, my engineers commissioned 75 power transformers. 75? 75. This has never been done before. So these are some of the achievements I'm proud of, and it's something you can verify. Yes.
Let's talk about infrastructure vandalism. How does this affect TCN?
Vandalism is one of the greatest problems we have in TCN because most of the money we are using to repair our equipment that are vandalized are not budgeted. The money we are going to use to expand the grid is the money we are going to use to repair what has been vandalized. So it is a very serious case for us, and we are appealing to Nigerians to understand that government properties are their own property. They should know that it is from their own money that government built all those structures. So it's not that you just go and spoil them. So what TCN is doing, we are talking to the local people, we are talking to the chiefs and emirs, we are talking to the civil defense, the Nigerian police, so that they can cooperate and safeguard our equipments. On our own side also, we are doing sensitizations.
What other challenges are you tackling to deliver the transmission mandate?
When we are building transmission lines, it crosses from state to state.
Exactly.
Now, how do you pay that compensation? It's a big problem. Sometimes we will come, we will pay the compensation. After paying, people will start building on the transmission line again. So we are collaborating with the state governors to assist us in clearing those people and also in helping us even to pay the compensation because the land belongs to the state government.
Exactly.
Just recently, we had an agreement with Kano State government. That is a project we are doing. It has taken a long time, and we couldn't settle with those claimants. They even took us to court. So we went to the governor, we pleaded, and the governor has agreed that he is going to give them some other land in different places within the state so that they will allow us to continue. So these are the type of problems TCN is facing.
You have heard from the Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz. Along with other management officials of TCN, the MD seeks your support to curb all acts of vandalism and sabotage of power transmission infrastructure so TCN can serve you better. Here is a highlight of the reports we brought to you again. In Abia State, TCN has increased the capacity of the 132-33 kV section of the Alaoji transmission substation to 850 MVA. TCN confers life patron of fitness club status on former executive directors, just as substantive executive directors commit to sustaining a healthy workforce. The Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, Engineer Dr. Sule Ahmed Abdulaziz, features in today's interview segment. I hope you got an insight into how the management of TCN is transforming the transmission system in Nigeria towards delivering more bulk electricity. The Transmission Company of Nigeria, TCN, is glad to have you view editions of the power circuit to increase your knowledge about the Nigerian power sector. We urge you to always support TCN by being vigilant against vandalism of power transmission lines, towers and substations in your locality. You can please report all suspicious moves to vandalize or sabotage power transmission assets to TCN officials or security operatives and formations near you. I am Amara Agugesi. See you soon.